to them. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys. With Greg and Joe. The all-seeing guys. The all-seeing guys. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 214 of All Seeing Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined as always over the Skype waves. Over the Skype waves this time. Back to basics for this episode. Who are you?
Obviously, Joe Jackson.
Obviously, Joe Jackson. I actually don't know if doing it over Skype is technically back to basics. It's probably a bit more steps than sitting at a table.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Back to
Yeah.
basics probably would be us sat in front of each other.
Yeah, so
probably
reverse that.
back in Kaz's kitchen. I think is.
Back in Kaz's kitchen. How have you been, Joseph?
Yeah, very well, thank
Jacksonville.
you. Very, very well. I had a couple of weeks off work. Did as little as possible, so that was
Oh, yeah, of course
that was
you did,
successful. Yeah, nothing. I saw Karina. We went to Notting Hill Carnival,
Oh, yeah, yes.
but we went pre Notting Hill Carnival. We
Yeah,
went
didn't
on
you,
the.
I feel like you told this in the last podcast. Yes, you
Yeah,
did. We talked
yeah, I
about this
did.
in the last episode. Yes.
That was it, yeah. So
Yes.
that had happened. And
Yes,
then
there's been an episode since then.
there has, I know. That's how long I was off for.
Yeah.
I saw my sister, and then, as I said, apart from that, it was generally just sitting at the house, sitting at the flat, and just chilling out and enjoying the time off work. So,
Fuck yeah. Sounds good.
a very boring person for a podcast.
Yeah,
I've
well,
realised.
yeah. it is what it is. I went out yesterday to... I went to Richmond.
Oh, yeah.
With friend Victoria. We went and had a catch up in Richmond yesterday. It was
Nice.
nice. It was weird though, because we kind of like, mate, fucking hell. So we were meeting at 1.
Okay.
Again, probably a boring build up to this story, but I checked the time and it said there were loads of buses terminating early, and I was like, "Fuck!" So got the 71 to Kingston, fine, breezed straight in. Got on the bus to Richmond, and it literally on the app it kept saying they were all terminating early. So I was like, "I better get straight on then." Got on
Yeah.
there, breezed straight through, no time. So I ended up being there like over an hour early, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Okay.
So went for a wander around.
What do you do in Richmond for that? Did you go and see all the Ted Lasso fucking sites?
Well, I walked around and I was like, right, I want to go sit in a. I don't want to have a beer too early because if I sit down now at midday, I'll have 2 before I meet Victoria.
Yeah,
at 1.
easily.
And then then that's it. I need to start drinking at the same time as her. Otherwise, I'll have my first. She'll have her. I'll have my third. She'll have her first, and I'll really be like, woo.
It'll be all out of sync, mate. All out of sync.
So I was like, I'll hold off. And I was walking down the high street and I was waiting at the crossing, and literally this woman in a wheelchair came up beside me really fast, and she stopped so abruptly at the curb that she flew out the wheelchair.
Shut up!
No, man, she did. It was a large woman
Oh
too.
my god!
It's like, fuck! And she was like, "Ah," on the floor. And I'm like, oh my, everyone's, luckily people were there to help because I couldn't lift this woman. It
Yeah,
took
fuck
like
no.
6 of us to do it.
Chaos
And
just
I was trying
follows
to
you,
lift
man.
her up,
It's
and she's like,
ridiculous.
and I'm like, do you want us to put you back down? No, get me in the chair. Okay. Like,
You
she was
really
all
are.
right. She felt very embarrassed. I felt bad for her.
Yeah, you really are living Curb Your Enthusiasm, aren't you? Just like this shit, just like happens
Literally
to
off
you.
the curb
Yeah.
next to me as well.
Just like that happens to no one. That's fucking.
I mean, it happened to me and 6
Yeah,
other
no,
people, I guess.
there you go. I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a story. I bet they all went home and told that story.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So,
won't
yeah, we
believe
got
what
her
I
back
fucking
in.
saw today.
It was funny. Once we got her in there, back in the chair, and she thanked us and she was okay. It was kind of an awkward thing, so then we were just kind of waiting to cross the road. But at that point,
course.
I was like, I actually do want a beer now.
You just
So I
like,
went-
were you just like, so? What are you in the wheelchair for?
yeah.
Like
Do the
reckless
soften.
driving.
Do the soften.
Yeah.
So I went straight across the road and crossed the road down that alley, and I was at the Ted Lasso pub, or not the pub
really?
where they do Ted Lasso. But it was really busy. And bear in mind, it just gone midday. It was
Yeah.
by now it's about probably close to the 12:30. And it was really busy in there. All the seats outside were empty.
Oh, what's
so
that?
I went in, grabbed the beer, and just sat outside.
Yeah, that's fucking. That's the best part of that part.
Quickly realised why the tables at the front are empty, because every 2 minutes there's tourists showing up to take photos.
Yeah,
there was loads of Americans.
Did you see
people were filming it?
Did you see in Richmond? Did you see anyone wearing a Richmond FC t-shirt, like an actual official like football?
No,
top?
but I did see a shop selling all the merchandise.
When I met Karina, I had to go via Richmond because it was a train strike that day, and so we got on the 65, and when we got to Richmond, really busy because everyone was using the overground to go in towards football places or whatever.
Right.
And fuck me, man, the amount of people just in I saw easily like 5 or 6 in like AFC Richmond like t-shirts. I was just like the replica football shirt.
You can buy them now. Yeah.
And I was just like, it's not real. It's not a real team. Like, why are you supporting that? Like,
fuck you to the man.
Yeah, are they getting promoted? Are they like?
I didn't see anyone wearing them, but I did see them in the shop windows. So obviously, sat down there, had one beer, got up, started walking to the station to meet Victoria. But that takes you up the little road where Ted Lasso lives.
Yeah, of course.
There was a shop there. It's got the cardboard cutout of him in the window. Then on the mannequins, all different outfits he's worn.
Jesus Christ.
There was a restaurant, and I hopefully I've remembered this right. It was a bit of a stretch. They sold lassoguini. It's a bit of a stretch.
Lassoguini.
I swear it was lassoguini.
Is
Basically,
that like
taken the dishes and made them Ted Lasso infused.
Oh, that's so fucking lame.
So yeah, but apart from the pub on that road, I didn't see any other Ted Lasso stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I did see, a lot. When I sat there, a lot of people came up taking videos, taking photos. There were a lot of tourists out for the day. There was an American couple who I saw all over. I kept seeing them throughout the day, and they were loving it. Like, they obviously came here to look at the Ted Lasso world.
It's not a world. It's real. It's called Richmond. It's actually Richmond. It's actually called Richmond.
It was annoying though, because I met Victoria, and she was like, we'll go to the White Cross. And I was like, I like that pub. Got there, closed for refurbishment.
No
and
way.
I was like, you know what, we've already been walking around a while, Victoria, let's just go into
Is that one on the corner on the actual high street?
It's like on the waterfront.
Oh, yeah. It always
has
gets
high
flooded.
seats when the tide comes. Yeah,
it is good.
So I was like, should we just go into Cycle and Lettuce just to have a drink and get going? Because, we're walking around trying to find places that are open. Went to Cycle and Lettuce, and they were only doing takeaway drinks, and you couldn't sit out the front. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
What's going on?
I know. Ended up sitting in the picture and the piano, which was all right, quite nice. Had a few beers there, and then Victoria took me to the tavern, and I hadn't been there before, and that was really cool, man. It was like a proper like just a craft beer sort of place, like
yeah.
So I had a few beers in there. I had an awesome double cheeseburger in there.
Oh, okay.
It was really, really fucking good. Really, really juicy burger, and she had a chicken burger, which as soon as I saw it, I kind of wish I'd got as well.
Yeah.
Really good, really nice in there. I started flagging a bit. It got about 7 o'clock. And, we've been drinking since like before 1, and I was like, getting a bit of a beer headache now. So we switched things up and had espresso martinis.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And that did fire me up quite a bit.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's literally espresso and booze, like.
Yeah, and then actually got home, mate, and so quick. Literally, I was at the bus. I got on the bus outside Richmond train station at 8:15, and I was literally home just before 9 o'clock. Isn't that crazy?
Not bad.
Not buses bad at all. Through Kingston. And that's a boring story for you listeners. I didn't really tell you much of an eventful tale there, but that's literally all I've done of interest since the last podcast, I'd say.
Right.
Nothing else is springing to mind. But yeah, I am feeling a bit rough today, a bit tired, a bit hungover.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, I'm feeling a bit... we're recording this on a Tuesday afternoon. I am very...
Wednesday afternoon, mate.
A Wednesday afternoon, fuck's sake. Because I'm not used to being home this time.
Nah.
I finished work a bit early. I was owed some time, so I'm off. I actually should be at work till 4 o'clock, but I'm home already.
Here we are.
It's completely thrown me out of sync.
Yeah.
I did have a little zoo earlier, but other than that, I am mildly sober because I realised I had no beer in the house. But I'm also pretty hungover, so I've actually got water here with me right now.
Nice. Well, yeah, I've had a day off today, so I was. This is not used. I'm not used to these either, so it's it's a fun one. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's no different to any other day in all honesty.
No, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's it. And it was not that we're going to rush the episode, but Lizzie's downstairs working from home, and she'll be picking in Jenna up soon. So I'm going to try and get it done before Jenna gets back from school, and then starts being like and jumping in every 2 fucking minutes. But yeah. Other than that, all good? All okay?
All good. Yeah, all good. Just back
Can't
to work,
think what else
really.
we did.
Nah,
we went
over
the other
to
day
Ed.
briefly.
Yeah, we had
was that
a
it?
good
Oh, yeah,
old
we did a
barbecue.
barbecue at Ed's.
That was good fun.
Yeah, that was good fun.
So watching slugs.
Oh, yeah, and you guys and your slugs. They don't really bother me. I mean, I don't want them on me.
No, it was only
they don't
because
really bother me.
I was. It was only when someone said to me, just like, "Oh, I could crawl up your bag," and I was like, "Well, I don't want that." So I don't want to take a slug home with me. I'm not allowed pets. So
No, you're. No, I wouldn't say. But yeah, sitting in Ed's garden when it gets to the evening, they're all just like, "Oh, quick, do a slug check."
Yeah, well, Sarah
And
don't
I'm
like
yeah,
them,
there's
innit,
one
like-
next to me. That's fine. That's all right. There's
I'm
one
not
there.
bothered
That's
by
all
it.
right. That's
Not
okay.
bothered
There's
by
one
it.
there. They all appear in my garden in the evening, all over my doorstep and what have you.
They love it, mate.
I usually leave them there unless they start. I don't want them going on my shoe. I have walked them in before. They've been on my slider. And what
No,
have
that's
you.
fair enough.
Well, there you go. So those basically the last few, I guess, months or weeks. I've had reports that our podcasts have been not showing up properly on Google, or they've taken ages to show up. Last week, I disconnected, removed All Seeing Guys from Google, then reconnected it, and it seems to be working fine now. So if anyone does have any issues, let me know. But from what I gather, it all seems to be working fine now. A little technical update for you all there, listeners.
That's also a nice little reminder that people are listening.
It is a nice little reminder people
It's
are
not
listening,
just.
isn't it?
It's not just for us.
It's not just for us. It's for everyone. It does amaze me when certain people get in touch or mention the podcast. I'm like, I didn't realise you listen. It's like, yeah, man. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah. I had no idea you still listened.
No.
Usually when we mention them and they're like, oh, I was listening. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Girl at work always asks me, it's just like, what's the podcast about this week? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
Don't know, stop
I
asking.
don't know. I don't organise it, mate.
Jesus Christ, I don't know. Holy hell, boy.
Fucking
Holy
listen.
hell, boy.
Yeah.
Holy hell, boy. I have quite a lot of Geezedrops this episode. Sent in by a bunch of you lovely people, and a fair few I heard my own, may I add.
May I add, indeed.
So I think it may be worth diving straight into Geezedrops.
I don't think... I will just double check, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure I haven't been
Well, while
sent
that's
any.
happening, I'll introduce Geezedropping. Geezedropping, we have snippets of a conversation heard by us, or you lot. You send them in and read them out of context. What have you heard? What have we heard? That's right, I said you lot. Geezedropping.
Geese.
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
Not my best introduction there. I don't really know what I say there. If someone told me to write down what I say there, I don't even know what I'd say.
No.
It's just such a mystery. Yeah, so, do you say you have one?
I got one. Yeah.
Should we kick off with your one?
Yeah, actually, I heard this immediately after leaving your house the last time we podcast. Actually,
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
so I was down at the bus stop waiting for the 71. Geezer comes out of the off license across the way,
Yeah.
and I just heard it. He was on his phone, and he just goes, "Nah, brother, I had to change my number because it had 3 6s in it."
Number of the beast.
No, it made me wonder. Did it have just like 3 6s
In a row?
together, or was it
Probably
just
it.
like there was a 6 at the start, one in the middle, and one at the
Yeah,
end? Or
I reckon
something?
maybe 3 6s at the end.
And he's just
seems
so
quite
fucking
likely.
paranoid about having Satan's fucking phone.
Yeah. He's just like, Satan has my number. He can call me.
Satan has my number.
Number. Fucking, you imagine me being. I suppose some people are that superstitious. Like,
I like as well. There was no like. It was clearly in the conversation that was going on that phone call. It wasn't questioned at all. He was like the other person was just like, "Oh no, fair enough." So like, what's going on?
yeah, okay, yeah, I did that the other week myself. I had 911. I don't want my number.
What if
I had
someone calls me?
999.
What if someone calls
I
my
had go
exact
fuck
number?
yourself in my number the other day, so I can't have that. So I can change it. Fran sent me some Geezedrops.
Okay.
Number 1, I don't want to get you pregnant anymore.
Anymore?
I don't want to get you pregnant anymore.
How many times is too many times?
How many times is too many times? We've got another one. I'm sorry, but she has a hench minge.
Oh my god! Well, it's got like shoulders.
Hench. That's what I made. A
Her
beefy,
vagina's
burly
got
minge.
Yeah, her vagina's got shoulders.
Beefy, burly minge.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
like muscly.
She's got a hench minge.
I imagine that being like that weird cartoon in Jan I used to watch with Richard Adewadi in it. The apple and onion. It feels like something they would draw.
Yeah.
Like a big hench fucking minge walking around with legs.
I feel like he's taken her knickers off and it's got like a 6-pack. Where like
Yeah,
the mound, like
yeah.
the pubic mound's got a 6-pack.
I feel the heat coming off it. Like, fuck.
Sorry, she's just been curling some.
That's good. I like that one. Carrying on with saying once Fran's next one. Owie! Phil, my toes are going to fall off. I've got space in one shoe. Oh no, my tampon fell out. Oh, it's okay.
What?
It fell in my shoe. And then she put, haha, girls' toilets are awesome.
Are they? They sound pretty grim.
Well, it's alright. A tampon fell out, but it landed in her shoe, so that's alright.
Oh God.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Right, we're entering my Geezedrops now.
Okay.
And I heard I heard all of these. I went to a pub up the top of my road the other day, which I've never been to before. It's been, just went up there, sat in the beer garden, had a couple of beers. It was actually really nice beer garden, nice pub.
Yeah.
Was amazed at how cheap the beers were. I don't know if that's every day or like a weird Sunday.
Like a Sunday special.
I literally bought 2 beers and they were like, oh, that's £7, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I bought 2. And
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's like £3 something a pint. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
that's mad.
it was Carlsberg, not Carling, Carlsberg. It wasn't a great option of beers, but still, could complain of that.
Done the
price.
job.
But I was sat outside, and there was lots of different people there, lots of families, lots of like tradesmen. There was some girl. There was a couple next to me. It was a couple who were just enjoying the sun in their vests, covered in tattoos, and then they were smoking a weed fucking vape because I could hear them talking about it. And then there was one of their friends with them who was mega gay and wanted everyone, and he was very open about, which is all good. Fucking made it very entertaining listening.
Oh,
and so
yeah,
you'll
I
hear that I do have some of his Geezedrops on here because he was dropping some fucking crackers. First one. Not saying Chris doesn't know what he's doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, poor Chris.
Fucking hell, Chris, you just haven't got it, have you?
Maybe he's an apprentice.
Could be.
An apprentice homosexual.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Still learning the ropes.
I'm not saying Chris doesn't know what he's doing,
But he don't know.
but he doesn't know what he's doing.
That's exactly what you're saying. What you're exactly saying is that Chris doesn't know what he's doing.
At one point, the girl was like, I really wanted a shower, but there were 2 huge shits in it.
What the fuck? Who's doing this shit? Right, okay, what's that living situation?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't quite hear all that conversation. Not that I just sat there solely listening to them.
Yeah.
But I think that was from them telling a story about being away or coming back from somewhere. So maybe it could have been a hostel or something. Or maybe they were just 2 large, horrible people in her shower.
That's fucking grim.
Oh,
There's two very bad, two very awful people. There's
2
shits
huge
in there, mate.
shits in it. I
2
really
huge
wanted a
shits in there.
shower, but there were 2 huge shits in it.
That's so fucking grim.
Now this is great. A girl and her fella were having a conversation, and he must have mentioned Yoda,
Right.
And she was like, Yoda was a bear, wasn't he? And the guy was like, Yoda was a Jedi Master. And she was like, who the fuck are you, Paul?
Who the fuck are you, Paul? That's
Just
great.
shocked that he knew it.
Yeah.
Yoda was a bear, wasn't he? Yoda was a Jedi Master. Who the fuck are you, Paul? Like, who are you to know this?
Fucking great. What a response.
Yeah, it was good. I liked that one. That one
dear.
made me laugh. I also liked the idea of Yoda being a bear. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's nice.
Like a
Yoda
builder,
the
like
bear.
a builder
She's obviously
bear.
thinking of Yogi Bear, but switching those roles would be quite
even
interesting.
Even better.
Because that's what she's thinking of, right?
Probably
Yogi Bear,
thought
right?
it was Yogi Bear.
Yeah, she's thinking of Yogi Bear. But
Oh
actually,
my
it was
God.
Yoda, the Jedi Master. Fucking Paul. Who are you, Paul?
Who the fuck are you, Paul? That's fucking glorious.
The gay guy was, I love Tourette's. Fucking love it.
Sounds like you got it, mate.
And he also said, we should really bring back fingering.
No, right. He's wrong there because it's already back.
Yeah, I heard it's back.
Fingering is always back.
always
Fingering
back.
never went away, Greg.
No.
It's always been around. It's just not talked about enough.
The girl had a great one again, saying to her fella, no, our sex is going in our wedding vows because shit comes out of it.
That might not be going in the vows, but it's definitely going in his speech.
Yeah, that's getting broken down. No, our sex is going in our wedding vows But because shit comes out of it, so she doesn't want no arse sex.
Like, she just wants to put that in there. Just like, you imagine that, like, her vows are just like, I will honour you, I will love you, no arse sex.
No arse sex.
Just throws that in there.
The gay guys, the last one I heard from them, if someone chokes on my cock, it's the best feeling ever.
It's good to know that's a universal thing. You know?
Yeah.
It's nice to know. Yeah, it's nice to know that the homosexuals enjoy it as well.
Yeah, choke away, please. Just choke. Choke on my cock. Oh, that's great when people choke on my cock. I absolutely love it.
Good for you. Good for you, gays. Good for you.
Sam had a holiday Geezedrop.
Oh, yeah.
Sam actually sent us quite a few Geezedrops, ranging from holiday to tram.
He would have. The great thing is, once again, I would have seen these, but I have forgotten them.
No, and I didn't really read them either. I just copy and paste them without really reading them. One he heard when he was away. You'll never be a man if you keep chatting shit.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be like a father talking to his son. You'll never be a man if you keep chatting shit.
That is a dad who's just keeping it real. Just like, if you're going to chat shit, you'll always be a boy. You'll always be a boy.
One he heard at work. I'm a big woman and I like big action.
Yeah, but she's talking about like the last action.
And for the record, Sam doesn't work at a trampoline park.
No, she's talking about action films.
It could be. I like Nick Cage. I'm a big woman. I like big Nick Cage.
I like big action. All right.
I'm a big woman. I like big action.
Big action.
So I occasionally throw myself at my wheelchair.
Or maybe she just means like extreme sport. She likes going bungee jumping or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe she's like a chasing adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. She does that extreme ironing and shit.
Sam also heard on the tram, whatever will fit in the toaster will do. I guess that's how this person cooks and lives.
That is just testing
whatever fits in the toaster will do.
Just testing out the capacity of your toaster.
That will do. Jesus, she's in a bad way. Split ends and a prolapse.
It really does surprise me how willing people are to have these conversations in public.
But I love it's like split ends and a prolapse. Split ends to me it sounds like split ends hairs.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what that
split
means.
Ends, please. But this seems like a very. She's in a bad way. Split ends, which doesn't sound that bad, and a prolapse.
Oh,
that sounds worse. So he's got a little bit of a conversational one here. So let's see how this goes.
Okay.
All right, mate. I'm good. Thanks, mate. All right, mate. I'm good. Thanks, mate. Nah, I'm done for the week, mate. What have you been up to, mate? Oh, nice, mate. Hayden Bridge? Oh, yeah, that's nice, mate. I'm getting a call from the missus, mate. I'll call you later. All right, mate. I don't even know what any of that means. All right, mate.
It's to do with the fact that he keeps saying mate.
Yeah, there's a lot of mate in there.
That's
all right,
so
mate.
much mate.
Oh, I think... Right, so he's obviously listening to one side of a conversation on the phone, possibly.
Yeah.
All right, mate. I'm good, mate. Thanks, mate. Nah, I'm done for the week, mate. What have you been up to, mate? Oh, nice, mate.
So much
Hebden
mate.
Bridge?
That's too much mate.
Oh, yeah, it's nice, mate. I'm getting a call from the missus, mate. I'll call you later.
Nah,
all right, mate. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of mate.
It's too much mate. It's so much mate.
That is too much mate.
He's over mating. You need if you're going to say mate, you say it. The only times you say it in conversation is when you are starting the conversation.
Yes.
And when someone reminds you of a time where something amazing happened and you go, mate. Like,
mate.
Always. If someone says mate, you know it's going to be a good story.
Exactly.
And then and you know what? And then the third and final time is when you're finishing that conversation. See you later, mate.
True.
Done.
See you later, mate. See you later, mate.
You don't say mate like it's a full stop.
Mate. Stu sent us one. Cheers, Stuart.
Nice, Stu.
Having a listen. Literally just now, sat in my bedroom, window open, a chap walking past the house on his mobile. If it's got tits or tyres, I'm your man.
Tits or tyres?
Tits and tyres, man.
He's a tits and tyres, man.
Tits and tyres, man. You can see it on the side of his van.
Yeah.
Tits and tyres, man. In a van. With a van.
Terry the tits and tyres, man.
And it didn't stop there. Another big fella walked past his window. on his mobile, and he heard, "Yeah, blood. She was so dry, I had to spit up her pussy." Jesus Christ. I think it's the way he said spit up her pussy.
Yeah. Like
up it?
Up it. Like inside it.
Like right up it.
He's wheeled underneath her on one of those cars, on those little carts
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you do,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you're going to work underneath your car. He's just like, oh, bear with, hang on.
Jesus Christ.
Babe, give me
hell.
2 secs, yeah?
Yeah, what are you doing down there? No, don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't
What
worry
did you
about
just do?
that.
You just spit at me. Proper gurgling it up.
Yeah.
Ting! Like a spit bucket. Poor. Ting!
I had to spit up her pussy.
It's like the next step from fucking like Trump, innit?
Yeah.
Grab her in the pussy. Spit up her pussy.
Spit up the pussy. Man, it sounds like a Jamaican dancehall song. Spit up her pussy.
It does, doesn't it? Spit up her pussy and you want to split big. Spit up her pussy if you want to split ends.
Spit up the pussy if you wanna prolapse.
Spit pussy big. I'm a big woman, big action. Spit up the pussy.
You wait, mate. You wait. That's going.
Turning Geezedropping into an anthem, mate.
Spit up the pussy. Oh God.
So you'll be happy to hear, everyone, that is all the Geezedrops I have.
Oh dear.
A hell of a run this week. Ashley did message me the other day saying, would you be interested in hearing the story of the public wide boy shit?
I beg your pardon.
Would you be interested in hearing the story of the public wide boy shit? I said, sounds very intriguing. And he said, and he said, I'll record it for you later. But he hasn't sent it over yet, so I'm sure next episode we might have whatever that is going on.
That is
some wide boy shit coming up.
Wide boy shit. Mate,
Some bare wide boy shit.
I'm not even going to think about it and ruin the surprise.
A tree sent me this the other day, which kind of caught me off guard. This article here. Police in Nebraska left shocked after they pulled over a man for driving on the motorway with a huge Watsui bull in the passenger seat.
Oh, mate, this was all over Reddit. I remember seeing...
Officers, they received reports of a bull reportedly named Howdy Doody in a vehicle, but assumed it would be a small calf or an animal that would fit inside the man's car. But to their amazement, the enormous black and white bull with large horns was standing with most of its body sticking out the modified small white vehicle as it travelled down the highway on a Wednesday morning.
Is there a picture of it? Because the picture's amazing. It's so amazing. It's like he's had to modify his car.
He did modify the car. The passenger door had been replaced with a metal barded guardrail that would usually be found in a catted enclosure. That is insane.
Great.
Mate,
it's
huge.
so like how? What is the, there's no logic behind it. It's so insane.
Yeah, what? Yeah, the sign on the barrier read Nebraska's Big Rodeo Parade, best car entry. So he was doing it for like a promotional thing, was he?
I get it worked. It fucking
There were
worked,
some
mate.
citable issues with that situation. The officer chose to write him a warning and ask him to take the animal back home and leave the city.
Dear
Bull
God.
is a modern American breed of domestic cattle that is characteristicized by its very large horns.
It is fucking
so
enormous,
he actually didn't get in any
absolutely
trouble.
enormous.
It is massive.
No.
It's fucking insane. Howdy doody. Fucking driving around a fucking ball in your fucking car.
Howdy Doody is right.
Howdy doody is a good fucking name though. I'm on board for that. But
So
how the
mad.
fuck do you even like end up with that?
No.
What idea is that?
Where's
I'll
like,
put
what
a
are you
ball-
promoting?
How would the ball even
What is
sit
he
there? He must have-
promoting?
Was it tranked or something? How did it stay calm?
I don't know, mate. It does. I mean, it's alive. It's definitely fucking like it's not like a dead fucking animal. It's like
Yeah.
It's sat.
It's
upright.
alive and sat there. Jesus.
Didn't
What's
have
so
a
funny is behind that it's like, because I've just watched an article about a bull with antlers, right underneath it, it's like, Joe Pasquale reveals he impaled himself on moose antlers and Skegness.
Now we're getting.
He
Now
had
we're
to get
talking.
stitches apparently after impaling himself on a set of moose antlers at the end of a show in Skegness. So
Now
I think they were just... He was performing at a seaside town embassy, and he tripped on stage and fell on the antlers, narrowly missing his torso. I nearly died. I really did. I was that close. the I'm a celebrity star explaining, adding, it only got me in the back of the leg. So weird that popped up afterwards. Enjoyed the story about Antler being in a car? Here's a story about Joe Pasquale getting impaled by antlers on stage. It was like Tom Cruise. I actually twisted round onto my back as well in a split second. It all went in slow motion. It was like came down.
Why was that like Tom Cruise?
Don't know.
Has he had a bull
dangerous.
Incident that we're not aware of?
It was because he fell off the Dubai Tower while doing it, or he did it. He tripped over antlers, got impaled on them, then Halo jumped out from a plane from the upper atmosphere.
Of course.
It was all in slow motion. As I came down, the moose head only got me in the back of the leg. It really hurt, but I thought, oh, that's okay. Jesus, why is this such a long story? It doesn't sound like anything really happened. Doesn't sound like anything really, really happened. You just sat on a pair of antlers on stage.
Got prodded in Skegness of all places.
Yeah, in Skegness. Maybe that's the highlight of the story, that it happened in Skegness. That's hilarious. Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Joe Pasquale. Now, I've been avoiding bringing this up because I know, obviously, you wouldn't like it. I don't like it. But I keep seeing more and more stories about it. And we haven't mentioned it, so it just seems fucking weird. So we're going to mention it now. The Japanese man that turned into a dog. Turned himself into a dog.
I do. Yeah, I have continued
after spending 10k on the transformation.
Yeah.
And it looks fucking like, I mean, some photos I'm like, wow, that's just a dog.
Looks like a dog, yeah.
But then you look at it and actually it looks more like it's got dead eyes.
Yeah, and its mouth is just like, if the mouth was moving, it'd be a bit more believable. But it's like, it's not like, it's kind of sort of closed up. It's not like a dog's mouth, which is usually sort of hanging open a bit.
Jesus, there's literally a picture of him drinking Coke from a bottle with a straw as a dog. That's insane, man. So
bizarre.
So he has become, but he can take the suit off, right? It's not like that fucking Kevin Smith film with the fucking
what Tusk?
Fucking Tusk, is it?
No, it's not been sewn onto it, Greg. It's not been sewn onto his body.
Right. The man identified as Toko hired a Japanese company called Zeppet last year, which is known for creating sculptures and models for movies and commercials to make the costume. Wow. It took 40 days to create the costume to fulfill Mr. Toko's dream of becoming an animal. His YouTube channel, with over 41,000 subscribers, is filled with videos of him in the Coliie costume rolling around on the floor playing fetch. Last week, he shared a video of himself stepping out in public for the first time, has left people on the road amused and in awe. Bet they're a bit like, ooh, and a few baffled dogs, no doubt.
Yeah.
Got over 5 million views. According to Toko, the video was filmed last year during a recent interview with German TV station RTL. Thankfully, I received permission to use the video, so I'm releasing it to use to the public. On the day of the interview, they were very kind to me. Yeah, well, they're not going to be horrible to you, are they?
They give you lots of scratches behind the ear, did they?
He went for a Coliie, the costume, because it's his favourite dog, and it was the one to look most real when you put on a costume. He loves animals, obviously.
Yeah, I can tell.
Some of his videos went viral on social media. Mr. Toko has received backlash for his choice to spend money in an effort to look like a dog, while some called it a fetish. Responding to comments, Mr. Toko said, about to read it and then it fucking jumps up. Mr. Toko said, I'm just sad people can think that. I love animals and enjoy play acting like a collie. This is my hobby, so I will carry on. It makes me happy and other people happy too. Mr. It's just his hobby. It's just.
I mean,
he says that he revealed that he's been dreaming of transforming into a dog since he was a child.
Well, he's not really harming anyone, is he?
Exactly. Here you go. He's put here the last bit. Fucking hell. Here we go. I remember writing in my grade school graduation book that I wanted to be a dog and walk outside. Well, you know what?
Done.
He's got his.
Complete.
He's got his
complete.
fucking wish. So I saw, man, so funny. Just been looking at some of the comments popping up. One guy is like, fair enough, I suppose. My dog has been acting as a human ever since we got him. This poor guy needs to get a better dog groomer though. Those nails badly need. So funny. Everyone's
great.
being quite. Everyone seems to be quite. You know.
I think that final part of the article is probably the most important part of it, and so this is not some fetish thing. Like, it's not like he's got like a
fucking dog cock that sticks out when he's aroused by it or anything at all. Like it's just
He's got like a little pushes it out a little
yeah.
pops out.
It's
Legit
man
lipstick.
just likes dressing in a dog costume. Fair, all right.
I wouldn't clean up after him.
No.
Strange obsession, but whatever wets your whistle. At least it's not permanent when he wants to be more socially normal. Exactly. Oh, Brendan.
True.
Oh, that's a different Brendan. Good boy.
Good
Can't
boy.
believe nobody put sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog.
Good dog.
But I saw a post just before, I don't know where I was, probably on Facebook, but I can't see it now, saying how he was now looking for love. But I'm not sure whether in a human or a dog though. The picture had him as
I
a
would
dog.
hope a human.
I would hope a human.
I think
then you've
his
got a whole different situation.
Yeah,
really.
I think just his only concern has got to be just like finding someone who will accept his hobby.
Yes.
Maybe
his hobby.
maybe there's someone else who likes it as well, but they just haven't got a good costume.
He's as good at his hobby. This is my hobby.
Yeah,
I'd
love to see his dating profile be sick. Just be like, hi,
just
I'm
a dog.
Oh, was it his name Toku?
Mr. Toku, yeah.
Mr. Toku. Hi, I'm Mr. Toku. I'm so and so age. I live in here. I like pretending that I'm a dog. Here is my costume. There's only one picture of him, and then the rest is all him in his dog costume. And just so you know, I will be spending the majority of my time in this costume.
I will be spending the majority of my time in a dog costume.
In a dog costume.
I did recently, and I said this to you, and I saw you at Ed's the other week. I meant to bring it up on the podcast. I did watch Beyond the Spider-Verse the other week, and it was awesome. It was really, really, really good.
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
was like, I hadn't watched it. It'd been out for a little bit to watch, and I was like, I think I got it through Red 5 on Prime, and I was a bit apprehensive going in, but it was within like minutes. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it was great. All the animation was incredible. Story was great. Characters were cool. It was fucking dark. Like, it was really dark. The music in it was awesome. But yeah, it was really fucking dark. Really thoroughly enjoyed.
I had seen it on Amazon, but
recommend.
I'm still not willing to buy it.
Wait till it pops up. But yeah, when you get a chance, I think you'll really enjoy it.
The first one I think is back on Netflix. So there's
it is. Yes,
so
it is. Yeah.
I do want to dip into that one again recently.
Yeah, I did give that a watch before going into Spider-Verse, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I am waiting to watch that Turtles one as well because I love the Turtles. So that the Seth Rogen one that got a lot of love. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to watching that one as well. That's pretty much it. I've been watching. I've watched that. Obviously, I've been watching Ahsoka because of Star Wars.
Wheel of Time season 2 is out now.
Oh, is it? I didn't watch season 1.
Oh, you know, I was we watched me and Becca's watched season 1, and then season 2's come out. It made me realise I'd forgotten completely everything from season 1.
That felt like ages ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while.
Was it after COVID? Yeah, it must have been after COVID.
I think COVID might have complicated things.
Right.
But yeah, it's really good. I mean, there's some fucking toot on fucking Amazon, but that is actually really, really good. There's some bullshit fucking films.
Oh, loads of shit on there. Loads of shit. Yeah, I barely have things to watch. And if there is something I want to watch on there, it turns out it's actually on Paramount Plus or something stupid. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh, fuck's sake, why am I doing subscriptions within subscriptions?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense at all.
Off.
I was like, there's got to be a simpler way. When is there just going to be a fucking streaming service with all the streaming services on it, and we'll just go full circle, and that'll just be our television now.
That would be it. But yeah, what else did I watch? I think that's it pretty much. I feel like I might have watched another film. No, I told you I watched Mario. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I see the new series, the new season 2 of that Wrexham documentary. The first episode came out.
Oh, okay.
Today, so
nice.
I'll give that a watch. So I enjoyed the first series. It was good.
First series is great.
And I think when's I think it's the 15th. The new series Always Sunny goes on to Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the 15th. Always Sunny. Oh god. New series Netflix. I think it's the 15th. New series. Yes, Googling. That's right, people. Yeah, September the 15th. Not quite yet. I keep thinking, it's on there. Check in, and it's all fucking.
Still no chance.
A week or so, but at the time of recording, only a couple of days.
I watched the
Me and Becca started watching it last night. The Monty Python documentary that's on Netflix, which is quite good.
Oh, nice.
It's
Nice.
it's the first episode is them sort of talking about them all, sort of how they all got together and their school, and they all went to Cambridge and Oxford and stuff like that. Of course they fucking did.
Yeah, of course they did, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. I liked Monty Python when I was younger. Sort of, I think the first thing I ever saw was like The Life of Brian, and it was just so fucking baffling. I was just like, wait, what? Like,
I remember like coming to school the next day and everyone being like, because like, back then there only were literally 4 channels. And everyone being like, "Did you watch that film last night? Taking the piss out of Jesus?"
Yeah.
Like everyone had like seen it because everyone had been, like, blew everyone's mind at school. Like everyone was like, "What the fuck was that about?"
Well, that's the funny thing they say in this thing as well. So when like the early days of them, before they were all sort of together as a group, they were all doing sort of separate things, and this was just before they did the Flying Circus. They were doing something with David Frost called the Frost Report,
right?
And then they were doing like but then there was like their audience to start with was all like older people, and they didn't really like it. So like parents sort of age. But then all the kids fucking found out about it and were just like, "Oh, this is so peculiar and weird," and like all that. That's how the popularity started. It was like through school kids, which I thought was quite funny.
That is interesting, yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a good season.
We did funny. I was thinking about it after we did the episode where we talked about the potato joke, and we're saying how the joke was killing people. There is a Monty Python sketch like that, right? Isn't there? The joke the funniest joke in the world that makes you laugh to death, and it's like it's effective from 500 meters.
Oh yeah,
the battlefield.
There is, yeah.
Board, and they like drop the front card off, and they read it from. You just see them walking down on the hillside one by one.
It is, yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
That popped in my head. While I was like editing it, I was like, "Oh, I've seen. This rings a bell.
Hang on, this isn't original at all.
This is original at all. This sounds so very familiar to me, actually." This is unfortunately actually because going to be a short episode for you guys. I think we're just over 40 minutes. I know last week's was short, but I'm very tired. Very sore, and I've got Indiana will be coming back shortly, and I didn't see her last night, so she's definitely going to be coming straight upstairs and being like, "Daddy,
yeah.
And then she'll see on podcasting. Oh, what am I going to do? Anyway, so yeah, we're going to wrap this episode up shortly. I'm afraid, guys. I know it's been another short episode. Next episode, if we're not in the same room, we'll go out and do a fucking Zoom jobby because I'll have my new Zoom ready to go. I haven't field tested it yet.
We'll go and,
so maybe for next episode we'll
excursion episode.
Maybe we'll go to a couple of pubs or something. Maybe we'll do something like that. Or fucking,
that'd be good. We'll get
because then we can record it in sections as well. That's do it all in one sit.
I like that idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
It'll be us on a pub crawl. We'll just hear us proceed to get more pissed.
Yeah, we can do like a few minutes per pub, like a move
I love
along.
that idea. Yeah, let's see if we can secure Ed for that as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. But that might be midweek. But yeah, or he'll join us later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to get out. But yeah, I'd be well up for doing that. That'd be fun.
Cool.
It's a bit something different. And you can gradually see us get more intoxicated as it goes on. Maybe we'll even do a mini food review along the way.
There you go. Who knows? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun.
That would be good. So yeah, everyone, thanks for listening. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with hopefully a more exciting episode. Thanks again for sending in all your Geezedrops. I have been Greg. I'm just a collie looking for love arms.
And I've been Joe. Who the fuck are you, Paul Jackson?
Well, we'll be back next time. See ya.
Bye.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.